Okay, I'm testing out my new webcam on that I have. I don't know how the quality is exactly going to be, but buying batteries for my digital camera was just getting a little too much pricey for the length of videos I do sometimes. But I want to share a quick video on the triangle shawl that I actually finished. So this is what it looked like. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the whole thing in the shot. I'm going to step back here so that you can actually see the length of it. So hang on one second. I don't know if you can tell, but this is how long it is. 5 foot long. And it's not too long, too wide. It only goes, like that. You can see it. Okay. Let's see if I turn this light on. Here we go. Now you can see me better. Okay, this is how long it ended up being. It's not an actual triangle. I mean, it looks like one, but there is one side that's a little more like a triangle than one other side. Let me show you. Excuse me. Because when I did it on my actually Infinity II Loom. So this is one side. As you can see, it's kind of probably more of a point than you would maybe want. And then, because when you compare it to the other side, this is actually like a more gradual type of triangle. But it actually works pretty well. I mean, I put it on, and I was pretty happy with it. It's very lightweight. The only reason I'm wearing a sleeveless shirt is so you can actually see the shawl a little more. I really do hate my arms. But so this is what it looks like when it's on. I don't know why you can see it, but it actually works pretty well. I was happy with it. I wanted it 5 foot long because I'm a plus size girl, so I wanted to make sure that I knew that it would actually wrap around me. It looks really cute. I'll actually go to the back again so that you can see what the back of it looks like. So hang on one second. So this is the back of it. Like come into view. You can see it. That's a little more of what it looks like. It's got the point. So it's really cute. It's a little pretty cute addition. Excuse me. I know I keep leaving you, right? It's a cute little addition to something else you can do on the Infinity II Loom. Right, I said by DA Looms, the Infinity II Loom. I actually did it on this, and because like I said, I'm plus size, so I knew that I wanted my triangle shawl to be like 5 foot long. So I needed to use this rig, and I figured out one night that what you have to do, first I would recommend a really soft, fuzzy type yarn, because that way when you do the decreasing the way I do it, you won't kind of notice it, because you can see it's pretty fuzzy. It doesn't quite show that it wasn't done maybe the traditional way it's supposed to decrease. So what I did is I had this. This is actually what I used is Red Heart. Red Heart Symphony brand. And actually, let me see. This skein I had was 310 yards. I used a full skein and probably a very little bit off another one to actually do this, using one strand all the way through. And as you can see, it's a little, you can see through it a little bit, but not like too bad. I don't know if you can see through that, but you can see through a little bit, but it's not too bad. Anyway, excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold. But all I did to do this was I started like you would an Afghan, like a blanket that you would do. So you pick your starting point, but instead of only leaving one peg empty like we do sometimes, I left two empty. So I left these two empty, and I started one here and one there. And I went completely around doing it like I would normally do a blanket. I would recommend going back and forth, probably complete 4 or 5 times. I don't think I did that with this one, so I don't know if I really liked how the ends exactly are. But then all I did, excuse me, to decrease is I just moved them over a peg. And if I moved it back a peg on this one, I moved it back a peg on this side. And then I would do the whole thing again for as many rows as I wanted to do, and then I would go move it over one more. Do the same thing again. And that's all I did until I could work into a point over here. It worked its point over here. So I started here. Let me see. Sorry. I started over here, but I ended here being only left on one peg. So that was pretty cool. So if you're someone like me that needs a plus size thing, this would be a great loom to do it with, because I don't want to just do blankets on it. I really want to do a triangle shawl, and I knew my other shorter knitting looms, it wouldn't quite give me the shawl I wanted without having to make sure I did it the right way. With this way, all I had to do was, like I said, I moved it back one over each time I did it. It took a little while. I got a little distracted too. But it's a cute little different project to do with this loom if you have it, to do a triangle shawl, and kind of comfortable. I do know that if I do one again, there are some things I would change up. I would do more complete rows back and forth before I started decreasing a little bit in places, just to give me a little more warmth. But I really like it. I like the color. I know the lighting looks a little weird, but this actually shows the color pretty good. It's like a light purplish color. And it's cute, and it's something different. And I hope that you enjoyed this quick little video of my triangle shawl.